Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is a daily general read, a general daily read for all 12 signs for the collective. So just take what resonates as we move forward. Just keep that in mind. But as well, I do want to apologize in advance for the background noise. If you do hear any, they are deciding today to do some leaf blowing here in the city. Anyways, so we're going to begin by pulling the overall energy / focus from the Divine Animals Oracle deck. A very interesting deck that I haven't used very much, but I was feeling drawn to it for this reading. For my beautiful collective for this upcoming Wednesday, the 15th of December. Leadership. Ooh, I love it. An underlining focus on will. I mean, look how beautiful this imagery is. Just take a moment. Admire. Yeah, and there's a bit of traffic in the square that I live in. As you can hear, some people are not too happy about it. Anyways, so you're going to need to dig for that will at certain points throughout the day to step up and be the leader you're meant to be, or to get through certain obstacles when trying to be a leader, or just certain frustrations potentially. To keep that motivation alive, even with potentially a noisy environment. Okay. For some of you, oddly enough, it's coming through. You could feel like you're being watched, whether it's by somebody else, a leader in your situation, whether it's somebody just random in your life, or you just feel as if there's a spiritual presence keeping an eye on you for the better or for the worse. We're going to continue and pull the main part of the reading from the Tattoo Tarot deck. As always, one for each quarter of the day. For my beautiful collective to continue for Wednesday. That was very weird. You can feel a little bit on edge throughout this day, I'm not going to lie. If you are affected by energy noises, it is a day to just take a deep breath and dig for that inner will to keep moving towards your goals, your dreams, what you're trying to achieve throughout this hump day, Wednesday. Okay, this feels right. And we also have the Seven of Cups. Ooh, Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. With whatever you're planning for or thinking about starting to plan for, you get a gift of abundance in regards to it, or it's just something you're charging towards, been putting your efforts towards. It's either something you're looking to plan for, or something you've been working towards, going after. You're going to get a gift of abundance in regards to it. I feel like a lot of us throughout this Wednesday are desiring a new sense of power in one way, shape, or form. I just absolutely am falling in love with this deck as I'm using it. Be kind to oneself throughout this day. It does feel like there are a lot of frustrations, again, that could come up, pop up, come to be. So just be nice to oneself. Implement self-care when you can. So Seven of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. There's a reminder that will come throughout this Wednesday that you have a lot of options. I feel like there are choices to make. You may have a lot to accomplish. I'm seeing somebody browsing online or in a store thinking about what to purchase. Understanding for some of you that you probably shouldn't be purchasing a lot right now, but maybe doing some browsing nonetheless, right? Some window shopping, if you will. But I need to not overly try to control how things unravel. I mean, going back to that message about shopping and maybe not doing as much of it or just kind of browsing, the Four of Pentacles can sometimes speak upon budgeting, thinking about your money, savings. So I feel like that's a topic throughout the day for a lot of us. But yeah, trying not to control the outcome of how certain situations unravel or proceed. I feel like a lot of us are trying to get something off the ground and it can be a bit frustrating or a bit overwhelming. But trying to release that grip as you're reminded you have a lot of options within that project, business, category, however it pertains to you. Could be a relationship. Ace of Swords. So you begin the day and there's this sort of calm but serene feeling about you, while it feels like a bit of an abrupt feeling around you for whatever reason. being reminded to put that crown back on, male or female, to also, you're getting a push from the universe to start the day from spirit, to think about what habits need to be put to rest. Put a sword in some of those old habits out of respect for what you're working towards. Want to make the best out of, or just intuitively know lies ahead. A lot of you being pushed once again to be the leader within your own situation, to be the leader of your own life, to take the wheel in that sense. Okay. Understanding that, yeah, you could have spiritual guidance, for the better or for the worse, once again, feeling a bit watched over, or something to be looked after. But it's just needing to sort of take things in your own hand in a less controlling way. Finding that balance between going with the flow and doing what you feel is necessary to get to where you want to be, right? Or to seek the results you desire at this time. Page of Swords. I feel like a lot of us are doing research. This could come through again as shopping online or browsing. Let's clarify this one. Ooh, Ace of Swords again. I feel like there's 2 fresh starts that we desire, or 2 changes that need to be implemented throughout this day. 4 of Pentacles again, and the 8 of Swords. Learning a lot about people within your situation that feels a bit restricting at this time, however that pertains to you, or just learning more about yourself through within a situation that is making you feel a bit trapped, whether it's a living situation, a work situation. It could be a relationship, however it works out for you. It just feels like you desire more control in that category that relates to you, to your life. And you're learning more about yourself and even the ones that surround you or the person you're involved with at this time. And it just reminds you how important their presence or its presence is in your life, even if it's a bit frustrating, annoying, or difficult at times. Wow. A reminder that whoever you're dealing with or whatever situation you're dealing with is still blossoming, as well as you, right? To kind of be the leader by being an example as well. Thinking about an elephant, utilizing your knowledge, wisdom, and just the power that you do have at this time. Realizing that that's part of your individual power to be an example, to make the best out of what you have at hand, or just to decide how to proceed in general. 2 of Pentacles. And so you begin the second half of the day, and it feels like you're going through a bit of a balancing act. But look at that imagery, feeling quite graceful all the meanwhile. People just looking at you in a positive light, whether it's on social media, your online business, or just at work, or whether friends and family are looking in, just admiring you in one way, shape, or form. It just feels like what you're doing, what you're producing, the presence you have in one way, shape, or form is admired, as you're just trying to sort through a lot and balance out a lot within your mind. Trying to, figure out what needs to be changed and adjusted moving forward to live a healthier lifestyle, or to just make it easier to accomplish your goals. Interesting. Or just to fulfill certain obligations for some of you. What else do we have for this one? Queen of Pentacles. And it's this sort of, again, graceful, calm, cool, and collected, and somewhat grounded way of being that is exuding from you, or from us at this point. And people just seeing that and noticing it. Understanding that nobody's perfect, but people just seeing you in this imperfect but sort of grounded, I'm not afraid to make changes or admit when I'm wrong kind of light. Wow. Beautiful. But we finish off the day spending a good amount of quality time alone. I don't know if that was put perfectly, but we have the Hermit card to finish up the 4-card spread. And it feels like there's a lot to mull over, come to terms with, or just figure out once again. They kind of go hand in hand. But it's like you kind of just retract to do your own thing, to figure out how to move forward, how to lead the way for yourself or other people, or both, or just a chance to heal in one way, shape, or form, out of respect for what you're going after, reaching for, your independence. Let's pull one more before we wrap up the reading. Yeah, the 9 of Cups, the number 99 coming out. It could be, definitely a day where you're reminded that you're right before an important ending in your life that feels quite necessary in one way, shape, or form. And that's going to differ from case to case, but a lot of queens very in touch with your feminine, healing, nurturing side throughout this day, in a very leadership kind of way once again. But with the 9 of Cups, it's out of respect for you moving into the following day, into Thursday, so you can jump out of bed to feel motivated, right? You just remembering or realizing what you need to release with this judgment card, being very, very honest with yourself as Spirit is 1000% honest with you to wrap up this Wednesday. When you're in your alone time, do you ever find that when you're by yourself, Spirit's just that much more honest or just real with you? But it just feels like with the Page of Swords, you're learning more about yourself, your situation, what's going to change moving forward. You could even be watching tarot readings or pulling your own cards or oracle cards to gather more clarification, and that is a form of communication with Spirit and the universe, if, you know, we should remember at the end of the day. But it feels like a very strong but delicate kind of day where there's a huge focus on being the leader in your own life and even for other people, being the example as you learn more about, again, what needs to change and be adjusted as you move forward. Okay? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Wednesday, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, my beautiful souls.